I guess we can move directly into the topics here, because we had Big Pokemon Presents, and then we had the PlayStation State of Play, and then we're gonna circle back around, and I separated the big Pokemon game from the Pokemon Presents. Even though it's part of it, I think it's gonna be a pretty large topic on its own, because it's Game Freak trying something new. So I think it could be interesting. So do we want to start with the why don't we start with Pokemon 25 in general, because it is the 25th anniversary for Pokemon today. Like, we just happen to have the podcast on the 25th anniversary.
I mean, we could just start right with the concert that happened 2 hours ago.
Yes, I forgot there was a concert.
Yeah, did everyone see the Post Malone digital concert?
I saw your tweets about it. It looked your impressions of it seemed great. Obviously, the vibing Umbreon was legit.
The only concerts I watch are the ones that take place in Fortnite. The ones I watch. I don't play Fortnite. I just sign in for the concerts.
The Pokemon looked really dope in there. They made Post Malone way too skinny, which was kind of off-putting. But and then it was just like 3 of his regular songs. There was Psycho, Congratulations, and another one, and then his cover of the Hootie and the Blowfish record that was used in a Pokemon movie, like 10 years ago or something. And like, all in all, it was just one floating platform that he was on, so it kind of looked like a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate stage.
Interesting.
I really thought he was going to close out with with his rendition of the theme song of Pokemon, but I think they're saving that for Katy Perry, because they've been toting her as like the big headliner.
They just announced J Balvin.
They did. That was the announcement at the end. So now we have 3 in total. I'm sure every time we get a concert or an event, we'll get the next person after that.
I mean, it is Universal Music Group, which has quite the roster.
It literally could almost be anyone, because it's that group. So
yeah.
So 25 years ago, I think he just muted out the Discord because he hit some high note that Discord didn't even know what was going on.
Just capped out and just cut it off.
He warned us on Twitter.
He did. It's fine. It's fine.
D-Rose, a halftime buzzer beater, like half court shot. Now we're up 2 going into the half, baby. Let's go.
I don't even know what that means.
Gibberish.
Ball goes into hoop from far away.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I love ball hoop.
Wasn't that what they're paid to do? Okay.
So
I was doing their job, bro.
This Pokemon came out 1996, February 27th in Japan. Red and green. We didn't get it here in the US until, 2.5 years later. It was like 98, September 98. So it was quite a while. Does anyone remember going and actually getting it that holiday? Or were you there day one?
Well, so I ended up getting it day 2. What happened was day 1, a kid showed up on my playground and he had it. And I'll never forget, he bought red and blue day 1. And he was on the playground during recess and he was playing it on his Game Boy. And there was literally a huge crowd of like us 9-year-olds all fully circled around this guy playing Pokemon. And that was when I was like, okay, I have to do this. Because I was into RPGs a little bit, but that was like, so I literally the next day I was like, I have to get whatever this Pokemon is.
So I think I got blue that holiday. I think I asked for it for Christmas and I got it. But I dealt with it on that brick Game Boy for like a year, maybe a little longer. Game Boy Color I didn't get till like almost, I think it was the end of 99. So I had that brick for a while, going through 4 AA's like every other day, because Pokemon was like 15 hours a day doing that, playing Pokemon Blue. And I never really found anyone who had a link cable. So I was always like without Alakazam or Golem or any of that. I was always like one step below that.
So I grew up very poor, and my stepdad was like saying like, oh, we can't get it. Surprised me on Christmas, got me a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red. Super excited for that. And like, he saw how much I was enjoying it. So then he bought himself blue and a Game Boy Pocket and a link cable. And then I brought the link cable to school, and I was the kid with the link cable.
You were the popular kid then.
Whoever wants a Golem, done.
You showed me like,
Gengar, all 4. Come see your boy.
You're like, I got the hookup, and you hold up your link cable.
And then we learned how to clone Pokemon, so everyone had Mews and Mewtwo's.
Yeah, when Mews, and then they got to push the truck out of the way and all of this. It was something. But I'll tell you, actually, MVG, where were you at the time?
I was playing GoldenEye on my Nintendo 64 or something. I don't know.
I don't know, because I don't know. GoldenEye didn't come out till like that was later. We're talking. This is
no, because I was playing
GoldenEye came out 4 years. Oh no, that's the movie.
I was 13.
Right?
I was 13. I was
3
in
years
8th grade.
before.
I had Pokemon,
2 years.
Red, and Gold. We were playing GoldenEye at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was trying to think of when Pokemon Red and Blue came out compared to GoldenEye. I don't know if GoldenEye came out in '99.
GoldenEye was August '97. Red and Blue was
Oh, okay.
September
There you go.
99.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there you go.
It
All
fits.
right. Yeah, it does. So you didn't get Pokemon when it came out?
No, I got in later, man. Like that wasn't really my bag at the time. Like I was already playing N64 and PlayStation at the time, so you know.
Oh, okay. So you weren't one of the people buying up all the cards and stuff, so I couldn't get it as a little kid. Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Those adults existed then too. People talk about the ones buying all the Happy Meals now. No, they were around back then too, buying up all the booster packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened. But yeah, everything just hit all at once. It was all the games, all like the anime, which by the way, if you go back and watch that anime now, the whole premise of Pokemon is a terrible idea. But like they send the 10-year-old kid off and like
yeah.
just
I
in
was
the
just
real
thinking
world.
about. We were just talking about that the other day because like my daughter's 9. I'm like, there's no way in hell she's just all right. Bye, Dad. I'm up for an adventure in the world. Like screw that.
Her
Like,
survival's
what?
entirely based on dogfighting. It's great.
Yeah. It's like, you don't know our home address, but good luck. Sure hope you know how to Pokemon works.
Like
He's
got no money too. Like they send him up like Ash is like he's poor as hell. He has no money either.
Yep.
So this is so weird. This is weird.
If you watch the actual Pokemon Presents, the first 4 or 6 minutes was going through the years, and I was actually surprised by how much stuff transpired from the first Red Green that came out all the way up until Gold and Silver. Like so many things happened in that period of time. They established the anime in Japan. They established the anime here. The trading card game. I think they came out with the mobile Pikachu that was based off of the Tamagotchi.
Yes. Yeah. I would say at one point,
not the pedometer one that came out with Heart Gold.
Yeah. I mean, for a while there, the trading card game was way more popular than the video game. Like the trading card was out of control at that time. Yeah, but everyone was out buying booster packs. There were lines just to get like the starter decks when they dropped, and
oh my god,
yeah, for a while that was more popular than the game itself. It was very interesting.
Though. It was like there was like the triforce of Pokemon. It was the show, it was the cards, and it was the game. You did everything at that point, man. Like it was when you were in it, you were like wrapped up in Pokemon. I mean, that's how I was. I was playing so much Pokemon crap and trading cards. It was great. It was such a great time just because it was something completely new and innovative. Like we had not seen a game like, I mean, I bet there maybe was some game, but I don't remember playing anything like that back in 1999. And then in the palm of your hand, so you can play it anywhere that you want, which was just dope. You know, that was like the coolest things. Like,
unless it was nighttime.
Anyway. No, check what guess what I got though. I got the little worm arm thing.
The little slinky light.
Yeah, the little slinky light. I used to be there like playing, and my mom would, what do you go to sleep?
Yeah, they take the arm away. They take the little worm arm thing away from you. That's how they did it.
It was a game changer the day I got the AC adapter.
We were doing a road trip once, and my parents got mad at me because I was in the back seat and I was holding my Game Boy up so I could use the taillights behind me to see the screen. And they're like, "You're being weird about this. Put your Game Boy up."
I gotta stop for a minute. Click, how you doing tonight?
Hey, hi. Sorry, my camera was overheating, so I made the mistake.
Those Sony cameras. Actually, mine has never actually overheated, so I don't know. I haven't.
I had it on.
Used it for streaming for a long time.
We were doing a patron hangout earlier, and I made the mistake of turning everything off before I came back on, and so I was dumb. But hi, hello. I'm sitting out because like I didn't get to play Pokemon as a kid because Pokemon were demonic apparently. So yeah. But they regret that now, Mom, huh? People making all this money, huh, Mom, right?
Not mad.
It is the most valuable franchise now, just ahead of Hello Kitty. Interesting, right?
What? Oh.
Yeah,
valuable, like profitable.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Pokemon's like 90 something billion, and Hello Kitty's just over 80 billion.
What?
I just Jordan, I was actually going to pull the first booster set Machamp that comes individually wrapped from the rest of the cards.
Yeah,
you were the kid if you had that card,
dude. There was the amount of times I would see like at school. My biggest memory is, aside from the rumors you'd have on the playground, it was the people who would always try to convince someone else to trade them a good card, and they would give a crappy card. They'd be like, no, you don't understand. If you have 3 of these in your deck, then you automatically win. Like it'd be the craziest kind of like BS that you can come up with just to get
Wait a minute. We might have to get Miss Click some of the older Pokemon games so she can play through them.
Oh, don't start
My friend
this
lost.
again, you guys.
My friend
Which one should she start with?
Fire Red. Fire Red's a good one.
Fire Red.
Yeah.
We're not doing this again.
Do you have a 3DS with a capture card?
Or
so we were just talking about this yesterday. I don't want to get into the whole capture card scene. I have my 3DS, but the capture card thing is like too incredible.
What about just like the GameCube and a Game Boy player? You just put the Game Boy Advance game in there.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, if you can find a Game Boy player with the disc at a reasonable price.
You get the new Hyperkin Game Boy player thing, the little cube that's coming out.
Oh God.
Or emulate it. Like, what the fuck?
That's true. You can just play it on emulator. Who cares?
How about I just watch other people play?
You need to play Resident Evil before you play fucking Pokemon.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. We're moving on for this.
That's true though, because Resident Evil came out first. I agree.
Yes. Thank you.
And it's shorter, much shorter.
Boy.
People say emulation in the chat. Quit it. No, we're not doing that. I'm not playing. I'm not playing with fire.
I think that's against like gamer rule. Like you can't if you haven't played Pokemon or Resident Evil. Like,
I'll make you a deal, Miss Click. If you end up wanting to play it at some point, I have a spare GameCube with a Game Boy player, the HDMI mod, and everything. I'll mail it to you. You can play them. Just mail it back. If it breaks, I'll be mad.
Max. Thank you. I'll send you one of my cats in return. How about that?
I need a cat. That'd be great.
Don't ask him why.
Yeah, I don't care if it's broken.
Look at that set.
Whoa.
Look at you. He's so fancy.
Yeah.
See, this is why flexing is good, MVG. It's healthy.
MVG about to just go start getting his Neo Geo game.
Don't do it, MVG. Don't do it.
He's the Pokemon guy. I like to see the cool Pokemon stuff.
Fanning yourself, Jordan? Fanning yourself a little bit? a little warm in that room?
Jordan, that's not even subtle. You're just like, look at my hundos. It's no big deal.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's move over to the rest of the Pokemon 25 Pokemon Presents event, because they started with Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap looks good. I'm excited for Pokemon Snap.
Looks
out
good.
April 30th, same day as Returnal. So I know we're going to make some tough decisions that day. Yeah. But Pokemon Snap, I'm ready for it. I really like Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo 64. It was like, that was like another lifetime ago though. So it's been that long since we had Pokemon Snap. But Bandai Namco, every time they show it, the game looks better. So
it looked beautiful from the first trailer, but now it even looks better.
Yeah, it looks even better now. So I mean, like, it looked good originally, and every time we've seen more of it, it just continues to look better. They talked about on Twitter that there's like a research level, so you actually have some kind of progress through the game where as your research level goes up, more Pokemon and stuff, they'll interact differently or appear. So
and it sounded like there's a lot more interactions that a specific Pokemon can do other than these are the 3 items.
See, I like the original one for Pokemon Snap. I like that, like, you'd go through it multiple times, but you'd have to do some interesting things at times to get certain Pokemon to appear, evolutions and stuff. Like, everyone remembers getting the Magikarp from one end of the level to the next, to the end, just to get Gyarados
with the Pester Balls.
Yep. Like, things like that was cool. You get the Mankey that would like punt it across the level to get it to the waterfall. So those were really cool things that I hope are in the new one. But like, I'm completely sold on it. So I've been waiting for a new Pokemon Snap for a while.
The only thing that looks really weird is it looks like they're coming up with their own photo sharing platform.
I saw that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And like people are going to be able to look and maybe rate them or something.
Yeah. I'm glad they have some sort of unlocks.
At least they have a photo mode in the game, because that'd been hilarious if they didn't have a photo mode in the game.
I mean, there's no Blockbuster anymore. We can't go print them out.
Yeah, I remember that. That was actually really funny, because it's like you need a memory card or something for it. It's like, who has the memory card, right? Like, why would you buy the memory card other than that? Yeah, so we had
a memory card.
so we had that. We had Pokemon Snap, and then we had the controversy immediately. I see, the one thing I knew when I was gonna see this, I knew there was gonna be controversy at some point, right, Jordan? Someone's got to be mad at a Pokemon event. All right, I got to see it.
Wouldn't be Pokemon without it.
I had to see it. So this is interesting because the visuals they showed are so polarizing right now. We did get Diamond and Pearl remakes as expected. I don't know if people expected these visuals though. It's Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and they look like they're going with kind of the chibi visuals. It's basically just the DS visuals, just kind of more modernized. So they're trying to hit that nostalgia bone, I assume. Austin and Jordan, is that the idea?
It's Link's Awakening.
Yeah, they 100% gave it the toy visual of Link's Awakening. And so when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, that's jarring. but it's endearing, and I like it. But my first thought is if they didn't announce Arceus afterwards, it would have been a crapshoot on Twitter. Like there would have been no one on the side of positivity.
So it does look like that. We're going to be having BDSP on, which that's the easiest way to remember it is BDSM, except it's a P at the end. BDSP, and it's built on the Let's Go engine. Very, very clear. It's on the Let's Go engine. If you look at the in-game battles, it's 1-for-1, the exact animation, time, frame count, all of that. The overworld, they just basically, I think it's like based off of the Unreal Engine. Let's Go. What? I'm not really too sure. Like it has a lot of similarities, I've been told. Don't know specifically, but it looks like they just changed the overworld style.
Of Arceus?
No. In
Brilliant
BDSP.
Diamond.
Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
Here's the problem with Diamond and Pearl. I am someone who did not play Diamond and Pearl when they first came out. I had sort of moved on from Pokemon. Did Black come out before or after though?
After.
Okay. I picked up Black randomly because a housemate of mine just randomly got into Pokemon, and so he picked up White and I picked up Black. But I was pretty much over the Pokemon franchise. So when I heard that these were getting redone, I was kind of excited for it. But what they showed obviously was trying to tap into nostalgia of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl fans, and I think it did a bad job of trying to bring in people who aren't nostalgic for those games into it. Because I looked at those games and I was like, you're gonna charge $60 for each of these? Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, it did absolutely nothing for me, and it did nothing to make me want to play those games.
But you're also looking at it at face value. That game, there's more than just the town and the area they showed you with these little like the game itself back then was still fine, and I think they are going to do some quality of life and some other updates. Otherwise, it's a faithful adaptation, is what it looks like. And I think that's fair criticism. I think 60 per could be a steep ask, depending on. But
hold on, because they got 60 for Mystery Dungeon.
I mean,
I feel like I'm the only one who will pay 60.
They got 60 for they got 60 for Let's Go, and there's no wild encounters. There's no it's what Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. That's my favorite Pokemon game, by the way. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite one. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is like 10 times bigger than like the original Pokemon games. Like everything that they put in there is just nuts. At the time, it was the most innovative, like it had voice chat, it had online, the wonder trading thing. Like you can leave a Pokemon there overnight. Somebody would trade with you. It was like revolutionary for like the Pokemon franchise, like to the modern age.
Yeah.
That was the first game with the GTS, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. First game with the GTS, you go there, and it was set up brilliantly too, though. It wasn't like it was bad to set up. The game just played kind of slow just because it was a DS. But the game has tons of content in there. But I agree with Sean's assessment on it. Looking at it, it just seems like, oh man, this looks like absolutely nothing. But there is a ton of gameplay wise, it's one of the most solid Pokemon games ever made.
But what I'm saying is, like, as someone who doesn't know shit about those games, I can only base it on what they showed me. And what they showed me, I was like, oh wow, we're going back to, is this coming out on 3DS? Bring it back at 3DS, baby. Let's go.
I completely agree with you.
We're talking about the announcement trailer. This isn't the first trailer to sell you on it yet.
I think every trailer.
Sean, I get where you're coming from, and I agree. There's definitely a thing. I think it goes back to like, even with like me, like I'm a huge Crash Bandicoot fan and a Spyro the Dragon fan. And when Crash 4 was $60, I played it, loved the game. I can see where it's not worth $60 for a lot of people. True. And I think that it really depends. Like, obviously, if you're OJ, this game's $60 all day. There's enough memories and nostalgia that's going to bring it through. And there's probably going to be new stuff to explore. And it's just a nice revisitation, hopefully, of the game. But you're right, Sean. As someone like, who hasn't played it or they're trying to sell it on, it's definitely that I'm pretty sure, like, obviously Pokemon wants to sell the games to everyone, right? But that's not Diamond and Pearl. The remakes really feel for the fans of Diamond and Pearl. That's what it felt like to me. They're like, okay, look at this. Everyone look at this. Okay, now look over here. Here's what we're really working on, because this was the thing that got me was, hey, Diamond and Pearl, we didn't even make the remakes. We had this other company make the remake.
Make it.
Well, we're working on this. So that's where I feel like, okay, it's like a small thing that, I mean, it's big. It's Diamond and Pearl remakes. I'm excited. I've been nostalgic for Diamond and Pearl for the last like 12 months. It feels. I've been really, excited.
We've been talking about this for a while.
Because I'm excited. I remember playing the games on the DS and I want to go back and revisit it. But 100%, if I'm outside the Pokemon scape, then yeah, $60 for these. I'm going, for what? It doesn't put off as much as like any of the other games that we've seen recently and like announcements to really sell that price. But again, they haven't announced the price, I'm sure, unless, pre-orders can
it's going to be 60.
No, I will say I do think it will be 60, but you never know. What if
the orders, it's up right now. You can order it now.
Right, but prices are subject to always change though.
Well, so here's what I think. I am a hater. I talked about this a couple of years ago when Sword and Shield came out. I'm a Sword and Shield hater. I did not like Sword and Shield. I did buy the game. I did play the game to make it to be honest about it. I didn't want to just judge it on trailers and stuff. I really liked the Gen 4 remake art. I think I'm really won over on it, and I'm definitely a fan of Arceus. Both of them look good. They're very early. Those trailers certainly had some low resolution, low frame rates, but I'm still on them.
We're not talking about Arceus yet. Not talking about that yet.
So here's one of the reasons I'm okay with the art style they showed. One, because it's Ilka ink. It's like some other company they brought in. But two, I feel like if they made it look like Let's Go, or they made it look like Sword and Shield, it would just kind of blend in a bit and get lost with those.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with them making it look like a Game Boy Advance or DS game for the remakes, because I know they're going for nostalgia. What were you trying to say, Flick?
No. They literally said they wanted to respect the graphics and the proportions. They wanted to kind of keep the original. I don't know why people are upset about it. I think it looks cute. I think it's a different way of presenting it. And I do agree with what you actually just said, of that it would kind of blend in with all the other things. I didn't play the original, but like after looking at the comparisons of how the game looked before to now, it's actually really cute. I like the fact that if you had taken the original game and just 3D-fied it, or whatever you want to call it, like that's what it would look like. And I thought it looked really, really cute. So I'm a little confused why people can't just like, I don't know why we always are so weird with games that come out a little bit different. Just is not what you expect. We were just talking about this earlier, and people were talking about how they didn't play Wind Waker for years because they hated the way it looked. And they finally gave it a try, and it's like their favorite Zelda now.
Yeah,
so, I did that. I'm dumb as hell. I was one of those dumbasses.
Like, just it looks different, that doesn't. The price point, like that's a different conversation. The way it looks, like they're gonna, if they want to respect the original and have it look like it would in a modern age, I think that's really cute, and I think that's unique.
I think what that they did on it, like, if the game looked like Sword and Shield, it would have had a way worse reaction. If this game looked exactly like Sword and Shield, it would have been literally like, oh, okay, these remakes are ruined.
But because they Sword and Shield engine for this game and just like use the same coat of paint for it, it would get a lot more hate.
And I think they made it very clear, especially with announcing both the games, that they're following, that the Pokemon Company is following a very specific formula here that is working for another series right now. Okay, if we're going to remake something, we're going to respect it and make it a similar art style. And then when we're going to go do something new and big, we're going to try it out. So like you have your Link's Awakening, you have your Breath of the Wild. This was finally, how many years have we talked about when is Pokemon getting that Breath of the Wild moment? And then it happened. Yep. This is their attempt at fully making a game like that. And they've made a clear precedence now that hey, our remakes are going to be like this. So when we do get eventually in several to 10 years, the black and white remakes, I very much expect it to be a very similar look. This cute chibi looking game remake. It'll be that 2.5D top head view, and I think it'll be great. I think that's a cool way to respect the originals, bring them on board with something new, but also focus on the grand picture, the bigger stuff they're working on, because you can clearly see that the I guess in some people, the lack of attention in Sword and Shield is obviously all going to what they want to expand on with Arceus. I think they want to make these Legends games their front runner for big games. Now we're gonna really know that when we see a Gen 9 or another Sword and Shield add-on or whatever. But I think it's very important that they're differentiating where they stand on all their games right now.
At the same time, I feel like they're kind of now separating it as these are going to be the more introductory Pokemon games.
That's a fair way to
put it. Let's Go, Diamond and Pearl remakes, and then you have the more advanced games, which is going to be getting into the Sword and Shield with all the DLC, Legends, things like that. And I'm still not going to talk about Legends yet. I never played Diamond and Pearl. I never played Diamond and Pearl or Black and White. Nope.
Oh, interesting.
Generations, cool. Never played them. So,
oh my gosh.
I think you'll love Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I think you're going to really like this new one too, because Diamond and Pearl, there's a lot of problems like with quality of life, and they said they're fixing that with this.
Hang on. I also never played Link's Awakening. Right.
Ah, interesting.
Then the remake came out, and I played Link's Awakening. I played the remake, and I'm like, I really like this game. It was a little short. It was, I mean, for me, for 100%ing it, I think it was like 8.5 hours, 9 hours. So in all, very short. But then like I went back and I tried playing the original, and just the amount of times you have to hit the start button to change your item, I got so frustrated. I'm like, I don't like this at all. You know, I'm happy that this game is now being preserved down for future generations with all these quality of life improvements. And what they wanted to point out for the BDSP is that they're keeping it very to the original, but I think the exact phrase they used was modern conveniences.
Yep.
Which, I mean, I'm all about.
Yep. So we'll see when they do drop. I assume that's their holiday game. I'm wondering if it's going to come out in like November. Like
I hope it comes out in November and not another October release.
That'll be interesting to see when that does release.
Pokemon's usually November.
You know what's interesting though with these remakes, there were a lot of people I talked to that just didn't seem as excited for them. I don't know if it's because they showed it or because it's Diamond and Pearl. Like Nate's not getting these.
No, but I'm also not a fan of Diamond and Pearl in general.
There you go.
These remakes really meant nothing to me.
Do you think it might be remake exhaustion? I feel like Nintendo has been finally going back to the well with Super Mario 3D All-Stars and Link's Awakening. Do you think there might be some sort of people being like, okay, it's the old stuff. I'm ready for new stuff.
If it was replacing new stuff, yes, but I don't necessarily think that it has been quite yet.